Where did you leave the tale of Epstein?
I think he had been arrested. I think he had just been arrested, yeah.
Now, if you were to write...
Oh, God.
If you were to write a Brad Thor novel,
yeah.
Okay, what do you think might have happened?
Oh, I'm going to say something very twisted, but
go ahead.
But everything's twisted.
Everything's twisted.
He got gang raped in jail or something, or
no.
He
hung himself in jail. Now I say
Wait, he's dead?
He's dead. He's dead. Now here's the deal. He tried to commit suicide, okay? The reason why I say hung, I do believe he hung himself.
Yeah.
But listen to this. So he tries to commit suicide. They put him on suicide watch. They move him to this institution where the cameras are on him 24/7. Every 30 minutes, someone has to go and check on him. They don't even have sheets, they have paper sheets, okay? So it is for people who are high profile, high risk, okay? It is the lockdown of all lockdowns.
Like Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, okay? He hangs himself with paper sheets. Could be done.
Can it be done?
Yeah, I think it could be. Yeah, I do believe that he hung himself. But what makes it hard to believe
But isn't there video?
You would think so. But the video cameras, they haven't said why.
Shut the fuck
but
up.
the video cameras that were on his cell, not anybody else, but on his cell, malfunctioned. Both of them. And every 30 minutes, they have to go and check on him. But those two guards both fell asleep.
And why are you telling me you believe this?
Because I want to have hope. Because I want to have hope. Because it could have been Trump or Clinton that had him killed. I mean, there's a million people, including the Queen, that wanted that guy dead.
Yeah.
Now, here's another reason that you might not believe it. His partner that was the model agency chief, okay?
Right, like the guy that was like finding the girls or whatever.
Yeah, and was the head of the modeling agency, okay? He's just disappeared. They don't know where he is. Every bit of him has been erased off the internet. No cell phones, nothing online that he's ever done, all erased, and he's gone. No one can find him.
When I was leaving Candace's wedding in Virginia, Virginia's really lovely. I was by Monticello. I'm sure you've been there a million times, and it's incredible, Jefferson's estate. I saw a little cabin, sort of very far off the thing, and I thought, that would be nice to live there. I mean, that's insane. I mean, look, the guy was an evil, he was truly, if anything they're saying about the guy was true, this was a truly evil, twisted,
evil guy. It looks.
But that doesn't strike me as the story anymore.
No, the story.
His evilness is not the story anymore. No,
and now everything's just kind of going away. I mean, this guy had more on people, and I believe he may have killed himself because he knew once he's released into general pop what could happen to him, what you said, and what his life was going to be like. I do believe that is a big motivating factor if somebody wanted to kill themselves.
But then the other guy disappearing, too.
The other guy disappearing, the two cameras not working, the guards were asleep.
This is hearing all that right there. It's like, that's exactly what I'm talking about why I pray that the media could actually ever reconstitute itself. Because
we have to.
Yeah, because wouldn't it be your greatest joy, basically, short of like, something with your kids or your wife or whatever, but your greatest joy to be like, do you know that an honest, decent media, good people started to rise up, and now when something insane happens, where you can go down that conspiracy road forever, right? Like, that sounds far more realistic, some crazy conspiracy theory, than the two guys fell asleep and the camera went out. But because we don't really have enough trust in any of these things anymore.
The Bubba effect.
Yeah, that's the
Bubba effect. And I didn't plan on talking about this, but you can't believe your eyes anymore. There was a video of a deep fake, and I can't remember who it was. Anybody remember who this was?
That's going to be the next thing, the deep fakes.
Oh my gosh. Was I here? Well, the last time I was here, I think maybe I talked to you. I know I talked to Ben Shapiro last time I was here about technology and what's coming. Nobody knew what a deep fake was, 3-4 years ago. I'm telling you, we are now at the point to where you cannot believe your eyes. Nobody sees.
Yeah, well, I've seen the videos where they've done this with Obama, like something.
You cannot tell now. You cannot tell. Last week there was the first AI voice recognition break-in. So some CEO had a voice code, and it was broken into by AI that recreated his voice. They broke in, stole all of the stuff.
And that's, again, what I'm saying about the speed. We just accept all of these new things in our life. And I'm not, it's funny, because I'm not an anti-technologist by any stretch. I love this.
The people in Silicon Valley, they don't let their kids have it. They don't use it.
Have you seen that there's a still image of Zuckerberg from like 5 years ago where somebody took a picture of him standing at his desk, and he has his webcam covered by, I think it's tape,
I've seen it,
and the audio thing covered by tape. And it's like, wait, and you don't let your kids on this, and Steve Jobs didn't let his kids on, right?
Yeah.
And doesn't Bill Gates not let his kids have social media?
What do you know that we don't know?
What have you guys been doing? But we all keep doing it. And again, I include myself in this. And that's why I'm really going to try in the next year to use whatever influence I have to really try to just, I can't reverse it, and I don't think nothing can be reversed. Everything moves forward.
You don't want to stop the growth of technology, but we have to stop and think. Think. I'm doing a show tomorrow on radio about this new technology. I think it's BCI, and it is now with Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg and Musk are working on it. They say now that through your neurons, they have an algorithm that can actually take your neurons and place them into words. So now, whatever you're thinking.
Oh, lovely.
Right? And so Musk is saying, we have to have a new Bill of Rights of privacy, that your brain is your brain. Your thoughts are your thoughts, and no one has a right to take them. They can also alter them with this technology. How frightening is that?
I'm pretty sure there was a book written about thought crime.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're veering into all of this stuff. And
okay, let me give you 3 bad things that happened.
Oh, that wasn't the bad stuff?
No, that wasn't the bad stuff. This is the stuff that really kind of matters. Right after you went on vacation, we had a shooting in Dayton, Ohio, killed 10, injured 27. Let me just tell you, I'm not going to use the name of the guy.
Yeah, please don't.
But this is how he is described. Demented, he had a chilling journal of demented scribbling and satanic drawings, spoke of hunting someone at the University of Dayton. Seek and destroy, it said. He was very ADHD, paranoid, schizophrenic, strong bipolar. He ranted about drugs, violence, and women, referring to them as bitches, even being dissatisfied by his own looks. His friends said that he was smoking methamphetamines all the time when they were hanging out. He thought Donald Trump was a bad guy or a dumb guy, but didn't like Hillary Clinton either. What do you think the narrative was on shooting number 1?
Well, obviously gun control. They said this is going to be gun control. We never have the conversation about mental health, which is the one that we're supposed to have.
It was gun control in the atmosphere that Donald Trump has done.
It wasn't the meth.
No, it wasn't the meth, and it wasn't the psychiatric problems that apparently,
I'm guessing he wasn't a member of the NRA?
No, he was not the member of the NRA. Then we had another shooting that happened 13 hours later. This one happened in El Paso, Texas, and Donald Trump was immediately condemned because the media said his manifesto talked about illegal immigrants, okay, and how they were invading the country. So for 2 days, we had Fox News stopped using the word invade on the air, okay? But I want to read his manifesto because, we never read manifestos. I never do.
Yeah.
But this one is important to correct the record. You tell me who's responsible. My ideology has not changed for several years. My opinions on automation, immigration, and the rest predate Trump and his campaign for president. I'm putting this here because some people will blame the president or certain presidential candidates for the attack, but this is not the case. He then goes on, talks about the need for universal basic income, for universal health care, and he ends like this. The American lifestyle affords our citizens an incredible quality of life. However, our lifestyle is destroying the environment and our country. The decimation of the environment is creating a massive burden for future generations. Corporations are heading to the destruction of our environment by shamelessly over-harvesting our resources. This has been a problem for decades, brilliantly portrayed in the decades-old classic, The Lorax. Watersheds around the country, especially agricultural areas, being depleted, fresh water polluted from farming and oil drilling. He goes on and on and on. He ends it with this. I just want to say that I love the people of this country, but goddamn, most of y'all are just too stubborn to change your lifestyle. So I guess the next logical step is to decrease the number of people in America using resources. If we can just get rid of enough people, then our way of life can be sustainable. Does that sound like a Trump supporter to you?